Well, now here's a blog that's near and dear to my heart. Wes Scott from Lifeback Law Firm. And the blog is titled, Is My Wedding Ring Protected in Bankruptcy in Minneapolis, Minnesota? Years ago, believe it or not, Minnesota statute had no provision to protect a wedding ring from your creditors. And I remember reaching out to one of my representatives and saying, this is a little bit of an omission, I think, in Minnesota law. And I pressed and I pressed. And we finally got our Minnesota legislators to enact a statute exempting wedding rings, or at the time they had some goofy language about, I did not get everything I wanted. And the way the language was worded in the statute, I thought was silly. It's since been amended, thankfully. But there was a time in Minnesota law where your own wedding ring was not protected from your creditors. You know, I remember being at bankruptcy hearings and having a trustee look at the debtor and say, give me your wedding ring. Which prompted me to go, this is nuts. I mean, come on now. What, outside of bankruptcy, what Minnesota creditor ever took somebody's wedding ring? I'll bet it never happened. And if it did, email me. But thankfully now, through the work of some of our comrades in bankruptcy, in the bankruptcy field, the Minnesota statute has been amended again into the 21st century, finally. And it's now jewelry, right? It's a jewelry exemption, which is what it should be. It should be a generic jewelry. I mean, what you might think is jewelry, I may not, et cetera, et cetera. So I love this blog. When the time is right, when you are ready to get your life back, reach out to Lifeback Law Firm. You're going to be so thankful you did. And one more thing, consider hitting the subscribe button.